Hello and welcome back to Project UK Oxworth. So today we're gonna start by, entering like the town area, the first sort of town of this build I'm doing, this UK build, and I'm building this nice little train station. This train station's loosely based on the one in Swanage, which I've got up on screen now. I say loosely, I use quite a lot from it and quite a lot of the design and the general layout of the area. It's an amazing place. They've got this really cool little steam train goes through it, the Swanage rail. I only have it going from like a small little area just so I can have it for the cinematics and stuff like that, but eventually it's going to be traveling through the entire area from like little towns, and it's going to have its own tracks and everything. It's going to look really cool. I'm really looking forward to when I get to actually implement that. That will be an episode on its own, implementing that entire train track. It'll be towards the end of the series, I'll be honest, because I'll be looking at building all these different areas and then connecting them via this railway. Anyway, that's enough of that. Let's get into the build here, shall we? So yeah, as I said, just starting off with that little train track and the little rail. Say train track, idiot. The train station is this train station, I'm going to do something a little different. That's a little different to the image you saw from Google Maps just now, Swanage. This is going to be a two-part train station, so we're going to have like the older one, which will have the steam train going through it, and that's where all the bus stops are the main sort of like small bus stops, this area with like a little doctor's surgery opposite it. This is going to have sort of the old steam train going through it, and the other side is going to have more modern, more upbeat, more, today's style train tracks and station that's going to have, the standard trains. I'm losing my words today. So the standard trains that go through this, that'll be connecting all the towns from outside the map and stuff like that. One of the really cool things about the Swanage rail station is they've got this little car that's actually like a restaurant, and you can go in there and you can eat and stuff like that. It's really cool. So I thought I'd mimic that on screen here. You can see me just building that. It took me a while to get the actual idea to work the way I wanted it to, so I missed a lot of that out. I had to find the right carriage and stuff like that, and I think this one looks absolutely amazing. I'm really happy with it. One of the really cool things I'm liking about this whole series is using the different levels of the terrain here. I'm using the Rotterdam mod, which enables me to get rid of the cliff facings, so I don't have the cliff textures anywhere. It's just all grass, more like nice rolling green hills. I get them more in England. There are some cliffs, obviously. We've got things like the Cliffs of Dover, Isle of Wight cliffs. There are cliffs around in this area as well of Swanage, so I will be mimicking that style of cliffing. Obviously, keep in mind, this whole area is not based on Swanage. It's just getting ideas from it. This is a completely original style build, but I'm getting ideas from different UK villages from around the country. Obviously, I've still got that little guest build going. If you do want to build there, the information for it was in my last UK build video, along with the links to the map and all the assets that I use. They're also in the link in this description, so still plenty of time to get in on that. If you wish to build and have your build feature in my city, that'd be great. I love these little things. They're great. These little triangles, and you just sink them into the ground, but the cars still park on the road. It's absolutely fantastic. It enables me to do things like this because I just couldn't find parking that functions that looks this cool. Okay, one of the really big features of Swanage Rail, apart from the steam train, is the bus stops outside the front. There are several different bus stops here. I say feature, it's just a thing that happens to be there, but this is where most of the buses stop in the Swanage area, so I wanted to really mimic that and have that effect there. So several bus stops there, along with the depot, which I'll be building later. Directly opposite the rail is this really cool looking doctor's surgery, and I really wanted to decorate this and really make it look cool because this sits kind of in between these different levels that I've got in this area, so it took a bit of a while getting it done, but it looks cool. And again, I do cut a lot of that. One of the things that this series has really given me the opportunity to play with, which I'm really enjoying, is like hiding the roads and building my own custom like asphalt area and car parking. In this video, you'll see me build roughly about 4 custom car parks. This would be the first. This is a small one. They get bigger and bigger and bigger as I go, and I really love doing them. They're so cool. They just look amazing. There are more to come with different things. Like I'm going to build like a really big sort of interchange area on the other side where the other train station is, so there'll be a bit more going on there as well. Okay, so now it's time to start that first car park. I say first, I just did one. Obviously, you did see that. It's not just me. I'm not going crazy. Cool, excellent. Moving on. So we're going on to the second car park now. Again, from the image from Google Maps you saw before, there's like a little co-op right next to it. I couldn't get one to look as cool as that. The same as the station doesn't look as cool as the actual Swanage station, but I like the way it looks. So I'm going to put a nice little co-op here, as you can see. I say little, it's quite large. I ended up playing about it for quite a while to get it the way I want and the way to look the way I want with this car park. And to make these car parks, it's really easy. As you can see, what I've done there is I put a normal road down and then I put the functional parking around it. And then what I do is I end up going in there, making that road invisible, sticking a little fence around it. I actually use the curbs, I believe, and then I use block of asphalt there to make it nice and flat. And then put like a little ramp up to it, a couple of bumps, and it looks so cool. Along with that area, because I'm building this area up and to help me get the right space, I started putting in things like the depot. So this depot is a multifunctional depot. It's not only the bus depot, but there's also a train depot as well, just a small one. I will do a bigger one for where the trains can just pull up for some annual maintenance, that type of thing. And I found that really cool building here, and with the use of PO, because as you know, I love my PO, and you're going to see a lot of that being used in this series for doing some cool stuff. I don't know if I've got the videos, full videos of me doing it actually in the works, but you will see some cool PO stuff. And if you follow me on my Twitter, you would have already seen them. So head over to my Twitter if you want to see some of the cool stuff I've got coming up in the series, because there's some really fun stuff that I've really enjoyed doing. Anyway, back to the build. So to start off with, as you can see, I've just put those 2 buses down. They're not the ones that will be in the cinematics, so you've probably seen already. In the cinematics, I've actually got my 3 sets of UK buses. So my Moor bus, which operates in Bournemouth and the Poole area. It does go a little bit further sometimes. Then I've got the yellow buses, which operate in the same area and a bit further on. And then I've also got my Purbeck Breezer, which is the one that actually travels from Bournemouth to Swanage. So I thought that'd be a really cool one to have here. Again, thanks to City Skylines and Biffa for showing off my Purbeck Breezer bus, because it meant the world to me when that came out. I really enjoy doing this back bit here. It's not normal that I just like putting down random like props, but this is cool. I love dealing with these rackings and actually putting the pallets on them. It was so much fun, and I do a really nice shot of it in the cinematics, which you'll see in a moment, so stick around for them. Okay, so this is part of the video where I always have this. This is just some random villa, just because I've got to tidy up the area here, put down some decals, put down something that makes the area look quite nice, put in a few props that I was missing from before. So in a moment you'll see me start to play about with things like the trains, roundabout features, so like the little chevrons that go in the middle, and a few little bits like that, and a bit of greenery, some trees, because I've got to make this place look really nice. So I'm going to leave you with that, and I'll be back when I've got something to actually say. Okay, so it's time to put down some houses, because I want people to live in this area, and I love these houses. These are very English, very southern English anyway. I used to live in one of these old houses. They're really cool, just red bricks, very nice. They come with their own gardens. I had to play about with them a little bit, like move a few decals that are in there, some vanilla props that were in place I didn't want. So I've taken them out and made them my own, but they look amazing. Now I'm moving on to the other side of the train station. Now, as it stands at the moment, and I spent a long time playing about with this, and I don't know why, because I'm just going to change it. It's connected to the main tracks. Both sets of tracks are connected, just so I can obviously get it to actually function. So I say I don't know why, and clearly I do, because I just told you. Yeah, there's that. Anyway, so this is now going to be my third big car park, which is going to sit either side. So there's going to be a big car park either side. This one is designed for the train station, as this has got the main trains going through it that are connecting cities to towns to cities, etc. Then I wanted this to have a nice big parking space here, so people can park, put their car there for long term, jump on the train, go off and visit another area. Say they're going from Swanage to, I don't know, Cornwall or something like that, or to London, because why not? Because we all love London, right? No, we don't. And then I've got obviously the other areas that I'm going to be basing on, things like Corfe Castle. So I am going to build like a little village with a castle at the end, a bit of a ruin. I'm really looking forward to that. I don't know if I'm going to make the castle completely ruined or just partially. I've got to really think of that and look into it a bit more. But that will be accessible through the steam train, because that's where I want it to go, because it's going to be so cool. That's going to be its final destination. So that area is going to be towards the end of the map a little bit. Okay, car park number 4. It's the last one of this episode, I promise you. I've done way too many, but this gets closer towards the seafront here. This is more where people are going to be parking if they're visiting the seafront, visiting the shops, which have this nice little high street going straight down from the area to the seafront. Now, I understand, and I apologize, I did lose some footage. I don't know why. It was corrupted when I tried to load it into Resolve to get it to edit, and I tried a few different ways to get it to work. I just couldn't. So there's stuff that I've missed, and a few things that I've missed that I'll quickly go through is I started off the high street, putting some shops in there. That high street is on a slight hill, but you will see that in cinematics. You saw some in the opening cinematic as well, so I do show it off, and I apologize for losing that footage. Another bit is I do a little Admiral Self storage area, which actually goes underneath the houses. Well, I say houses, flats that are up on the top level there. But you'll see me play about in that area later on where I built the stairs going down to it and things like that. But at the moment we're just dealing with this another parking bay. I'm not going to talk much about this one because you've seen me build all these things before. But yeah, this one's quite cool because it goes underneath this train track. Then this train track comes out of the main station, goes straight over to the next island or the next area. Actually, I think it is an island. Yeah, I can't remember. But you'll see, I'm sure. Okay, so in this area here, what I'm doing is I'm just going to put some flats down, get some more residential in, detail that up, put the walls in, that things. Now, these walls are quite cool because I couldn't find the ends to them, so what I ended up doing is POing them down and just nicking the ends. Really easy, really simple, but effective. I'm going to stick some flowers in there, then I'm going to jump to the other side after I've done this bit and start to put down some more residentials along with a bit of a pub. And of course, most importantly, I'm going to put the bins down. It's going to have the bins, and I'm pretty sure it's bin day, so we're going to put the bins out on the road. Not all of them, but some of them. Maybe it's bin day tomorrow, and some people are forgetting. So one thing I did forget to mention before is this building here. This is actually going to be the post office. This is the main post office for this area. This is where the sorting is going to be done and the main vans are going to be coming out of. Obviously run by the Royal Mail, which is our local postal service. And yeah, so I'm going to detail that up and then we're going to move on to the other side and start putting down some more residential. I need more people living here. The more the merrier. I like to see my residential go up because my demand is high, my people are not. So yeah, that's what I need. So I'm just going to put some I knew I couldn't go a whole episode with messing up that word. I got so close as well, I'm right near the end. But I am really sorry, guys. This has been a long episode. So I've broken up with those cinematics as you saw at the beginning and throughout the whole video, just to break up the video a little bit. But we are now at the end, I promise. Thank you very much for joining me in Project Oxworth. Remember, if you do want to join in on that little guest build, the information is in the description and on my last video, as well as on my Twitter. Follow me on Twitter for some updates to this. I am showing a lot of stuff that's coming up and a lot of cool stuff that I don't do on camera as well, that I want you to see, and it's so cool. This has been great. I've really enjoyed it and I'm looking forward to doing more within Project UK Oxworth. So thank you very much for joining me today, guys. Have yourself a great day. If you wish to support me, my Patreon link's in the description, but you can do so even more by just clicking that subscribe button if you're new to us. If you watch my videos regularly and not subscribed, click it as well. Hit the thumbs up or the thumbs down, whichever one takes your boat. Leave a comment, and thank you very much for joining me today in Project Oxworth. Project UK Oxworth. I'll get it right by the end of the series, I promise. Thank you very much, guys and girls, and enjoy the rest of your day. And I hope you have a great weekend. Bye bye.